Hello, guys. Welcome back to another Cook and Wine episode. I know we haven't been around, but guess what? We have bonus episodes that will be coming in every week with the regular episodes with the guests. These bonus episodes, it was just me and you reflecting, reading, and talking about what all of you are saying in my comment sections. So first off, we're going to start with Twitter, and then the next time we're going to do Instagram and TikTok. So as you all know, I am Dramatic Lawyer on Twitter, and I just love talking about my thoughts. But some of you all, the way you come for me, it's like you'll be hating, but I see all of you that love me, that love me, that show me love, and I appreciate you. So a couple of days ago, I just decided to share a story that happened to me a couple of years ago when I was really young, right? So what had happened was, let me read the tweet and then I'll tell you about the story. So I posted on Twitter, I said, there was a time I stopped drinking alcohol for a whole year because my boyfriend at the time said it was a sin and it wouldn't be good to enter into a marriage with sin. Okay? Only for him to wake up one day and say, God told him I'm not the one for him. So this is the post I posted on Twitter, and you can imagine the comments. So before I read the comments, I'm just going to tell you like the background story of this. So I met this guy from church, a good guy, and guys, I was young, okay? I wouldn't have done this like in my old age, but I was really young. And then this guy was like, I really like you, but you drink alcohol and I really want to get married to you. Let's get married. But before we do get married, you need to stop going to the club. You need to stop drinking alcohol. And guys, because I really liked this guy and I thought, oh, wow, I'm finally going to get married to a church guy. It was literally like one of the first guys I dated from church. So I did stop drinking for a whole year. Okay. And one day he just woke up. No. I think I went out with my friends and then I drank. And then he found out. And then he woke up one day and he was like, hey, I just came to tell you that God told me you're not the one for me. I was like, okay. God talks to you. Good for you. Anyway, so I posted this on Twitter. And then here are some of the comments, okay? Some of the interesting comments. There were like a lot of comments, about 192 comments. But I'm going to read some of the interesting comments. There's a girl. She then commented and said, if I were him, I was going to leave you. Mind you, this is coming from another woman. She says, imagine marrying a woman who drinks alcohol, posts bikini pictures on the internet, doesn't want to grow up, okay? Wants to be taught that alcohol is not good. What kind of children will you raise? Like she had a whole list. It was like 1, 2, 5. First of all, ma'am, I don't understand, but I feel like it depends on the type of person. But I don't think drinking alcohol, this is how I view it. I don't care how you feel, determines someone's character. Honestly, unless even if you're a drunkard, it doesn't mean that, even if you're an alcoholic, I don't think it necessarily means that you can't be a good partner. I also don't think it necessarily means that you can't then have a good marriage or you're not a good person. Sometimes people drink alcohol. It doesn't mean that they're not good people. And also posting bikini pictures, babes. If that's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Okay? Some men are marrying people that post their bikini pictures and it's okay. Okay. Whatever, girl. I just laughed it off because it was like, girl, bye. And then I think this was like a really, really nice educational comment. They said, don't shrink to fit into someone else's idea of love. If they can't embrace your true self, let them go. Exactly. Do you know what? I have a problem with people that come and then they project whatever it is that they want on you. They're like, you can't be like this. You can't. Okay, fine. What I'm trying to say is I have a problem with people that come and then they're like, I want to be with you. And then they try to change you. They're like, you can't dress like this. You can't do this. You can't drink. Listen, there's so many women that dress modestly. There's so many women that don't drink. Go and approach those women. Leave the women that post their bikini pictures on social media. Leave them alone. Why are you coming into my DMs? You're already seeing my posts, okay? Why are you coming into my DMs? You're seeing that I drink alcohol. You're seeing that I'm posting bikini pictures. And then you have the audacity to come into my DMs and ask me out. hoping to change me. Why not just go to the ladies that are on social media talking about I'm a virgin at 30? Like the women that post that, then go for them and don't come and start telling me about my body count. Hey, there are other men that are interested in that. Okay, sorry for ranting. Let's go back to comments. I'm getting all. Someone said stopping alcohol because it's a sin while still having sex is quite curious. Now that I'm older, and when I think about that relationship, it's like, dude, but you're willing to do that? Okay. Okay. And then this guy, his username is God, isn't it? So I guess. He says, I wouldn't marry a lady who drinks inihango, but I'm not saying Shaka Shaka, especially if you're genuinely willing to change for him. Again, the only reason I was willing to change for him it was because I was young. I was naive. I wouldn't do that. Nah. If you don't like me the way I am, go. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna change for you because who are you? Oh, this is interesting. So this guy says, maybe it's just me, but ladies who do not drink are very boring. But it's just me. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that? I have friends that don't drink, and they're quite fun. And I also have friends that drink that are boring. I honestly don't think someone's personality or is determined by alcohol. If I'm a fun person, I'm just gonna be a fun person. Alcohol, no alcohol. If I'm not a fun person, I'm just gonna be a fun person. Either way, you get the point. Oh, okay. So this one says someone knew you drank, changed you, and then broke up with you. Lesson learned: never change yourself for anyone. Never change yourself for anyone. I think yeah, that's a good one. He really made you give up alcohol just to lose you. That's wild. Maybe it's time you listen to someone who sees you, flaws you. I don't know what they were trying to say. Wine glass. Oh, sees you, your flaws, wine glass and all, and wouldn't dream of letting you go. I don't know what you're drinking these days, but I'll gladly but I'll gladly raise a glass to getting to know you better. Okay, okay, okay. Clock it. Dude is okay, so those are just some of the tweets, some of the comments I really found interesting on this tweet. Let me see if there's a last one before we go to the next tweet. Let me see if there's another interesting one. And then someone says, "Scene starts when you are quarter naked as you are." Boy, bye. Anyway, that was the first tweet. Let's go to the second tweet. So the next tweet I posted, I think it's last month, I said some guys are not meant to be your main boyfriend. They're so nice when y'all are partying and having fun. But the moment they start sharing their problems and you see how they solve their problems, you just realize this can't be the main meal. It's a good side dish. Jeez. The way guys came for me was crazy. And to think, when I mentioned this to my friend before I posted it, she's like, dude, you're thinking like a dude. This is how guys think. They literally be okay with being around certain ladies, knowing exactly that this is not for long term. Like, they're not going to marry this person. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I was with someone recently and I just realized this person is good, is fun, it's good party. But the way guys came for me in the comment section is like, y'all do this all the time. Now that a woman has said it, it's a problem. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the comment section. At 34, just wondering how many you're gonna regard as a side dish and yet you're still not married. So listen, so this is one thing I'm over. People reminding me of my age and then putting marriage next to it. It's like, guys, people that are married are not even advertising marriage as something that is good anymore. Like, they're on the internet telling us about how terrible marriage is, telling us about their problems. What makes you think I am so desperate to get married? Like, it's over. Like, I'm so tired of that comment, guys. I am so tired of it. And to be fair, if I wanted to get married, I would. I just know my self-worth and I'm taking my time, and that's okay. Try it. Then maybe you won't be cheated on. That's why so many of you are raising kids that are not yours. Okay, sorry. Sorry. That was harsh. But we all seeing the international Gabe, sure, it's happening. Because you are just rushing women to marry people that they don't even love and then they end up cheating on you. Let women be, okay? And then, okay, this one says it has reached a point where marriage is no longer the goal. One fatherless child is now the goal. I don't get what you're saying. Um, it reaches a point where one bastard child is no longer the. I don't know what he was saying, but he's like just any warm body in the sheets, anything that's breathing, even if you have to give him pocket money in the car. Oh, he is saying, he's talking about me. Ooh, I get it. He is literally saying that he thinks that marriage is my goal right now. Hence, he's saying it will reach a point where marriage will stop being the goal. I'll just be wanting a child. Okay? It will reach to a point where I'll just want, guys, me not being married doesn't mean that I don't have a man or I can't have a child right now. Honestly, as a 34-year-old girl who earns her own money, who can take care of a child, what all you're saying that it will get to the point. I'm not getting married because I can't. It's because I will when I want to. I'm not gonna be pressured by y'all on Twitter. Forget it. Um Women always claim to have side dishes until it's time to find the main one. Women do have side dishes. Y'all just don't know because women are good at keeping it as a secret. Y'all just don't know that your women are cheating on you because you can never catch them. Sorry. How do you get to that stage with someone like that? It means you are also a problem and that's your league. However, a real man will not share the problems with a lady just to have fun and also to. Okay, I think I need to explain my tweet. No, I don't even need to explain because you guys do, like men do that all the time. Like there are just people that you just don't want to settle with, and that's okay. You know, I don't know why men were in their feelings as if they don't do this to us all the time. And men, in fact, w- us as women were even honest with the guys to say, no, I don't want anything serious most of the time. You guys are worse because you'll come pretending, saying that you want to marry us, pretending that you love us. When at the back of your head, you know you're not going to marry me. So I don't know why y'all are in your feelings and acting as if what I have said is taboo or is nonsense. At 34, this is crazy. Take on relationships. Maybe an 18-year-old saying this would understand. Again, this whole you're too old is stop. Like stop. Because again, men still do this at 40 years old and you guys don't even say anything about it. Now because I am a female and I'm doing it, it's a problem. Like, am I not allowed to have a side dish because I'm 34? And me saying I want a side dish doesn't mean I don't have a main dish. So it's okay for men to cheat. It's not okay for women to cheat. It's okay for a young person to cheat. It's not okay for a 34-year-old to cheat. Like your standards are just crazy, man. You guys stop. When it comes to marriage, one of the best advice I got is marry someone who can suffer well. An example was given. Imagine how your person will handle the loss of a parent. That's a good advice. Again, that's why I'm still not married for all of you because I haven't found somebody that I could actually trust to suffer with. Because some of these men, Anyway, let's go to the third tweet. Men can't believe women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice. Y'all, again, the men were coming for me. Let me explain before I go to the comments. Right? Women always have somebody asking them out. It doesn't matter where, but somebody is always after a woman. Right? So when women say no, they are choosing. When women stay single, they are literally saying, I've got all these options. And women always have options, guys. Listen, somebody is always asking out a woman. It doesn't matter where they are, it doesn't matter how they look like, it doesn't matter what they're wearing. There is always a man asking out a woman. So when women then decide to say, I'm going to be single during this period of time, they're saying, all these men asking me out, I'm choosing to say no to them. And I'm okay with being single either way. But for men to be single, it's because somebody has said no to them. Most of the time. Of course, there are a few exceptions where men just decide, okay, I'm not going to date. But most of the time, because men are always asking out women. Anyway, let's go to the comments. But again, guys, I'll just be sharing my thoughts on Twitter and then people just come for me. Someone is like, women think they have the power until they reach in their 50s with no stable relationship and no children. That's when they still. Women do have the power, guys. Women do have the power. I don't know. I think this whole idea of men, men have. I think we patriarchy has made us to believe that men have the power to decide who gets married and when. I don't believe that. It's only the men that you want that can decide on that fact. But honestly, any woman can get married if they want to. The only problem is getting married to the person you want to get married to. But it's really not about, I can't get married. There's always a man in your DMs. There's always a man in your DMs. There's always a man saying hi to you on the streets. There's always a man trying to get with you. There's always a man crazy about you. It's just me deciding, is this the man or not? Anyway. Oh, this one says, we have the keys to marriage. Most of the options you think you have want to tap and go. The Rumechai will marry them in their early 20s before they are wasted. People are still getting married in their 30s. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. You have the keys to marriage. This girl says it's Z-men, they're the ones who think they're the prize. Oh, I think next time I'm just going to do a comment section about that video where we said men think they're the prize. The way men were like, I'm the prize. And then you guys wondering why we're not getting married. Why would you want to marry men that want flowers? Why? If the options you have are not desirable, then can we say it's single by choice? Yeah, it's single by choice. Because I could still be in a relationship with the undesirable options, because that's what you men do. You men would just date anything for the sake of being in a relationship. And this one caused havoc on Twitter as always. It doesn't matter who suggests the date. As a man, you should never let your woman pay. I don't even know why men were arguing about this. Is this not common sense? Like, why? Do you know, I feel like men just now want to be women. We want flowers 50-50. Are you even a man if you want 50-50? Like, are you proud of yourself to say you are expecting a woman that you DM'd and said, I'm interested in you? On your own. No one pushed you, no one forced you. You are the one that went after the woman and decided you are interested in this woman, and now you expect her to pay for the date. Nah, man. Anyway, let's go to the comments before I start ranting. And then this one says, and Eve was in the garden looking for fruits to feed the husband, and our ancestors were hunters while women were gatherers. I guess he was trying to say Eve was the breadwinner. Nah. And this one says he doesn't take advice from single people. Who said I'm single? Says, I agree 100%, but don't women make more money than us now? Why is it though? Like, why is it like, because I'm realizing that women, especially our age, like women around between the ages of late 20s to your late 30s, women just seem to be making it more than the guys. Guys, what's going on? Please let me know in the comments. Like, what is the problem? Is it because, well, when it comes to corporate world, are women getting better jobs? Have the tables turned? Or is it karma? Men nowadays are not even taking care of their kids. They're not even taking care of anything. So I honestly don't understand. He says, if she never at once offers to pay, it's a red flag. Pay for all the dates, but a reasonable and caring person who isn't entitled will at some point offer to pay or even buy you some. You see, men are becoming so feminine. Reasonable and caring. What do you bring to the table? I bring myself. Me. You are the one that came to me. The table didn't walk to you. Okay. He says, I will just be chilling at home and you request for a date, then you expect me to pay. If I request, then I'm the one paying. If you request, you pay. Nah. Again, I don't think I can date men like this. Like I don't even think I've dated any man that has allowed me to pay for anything. So I don't even know where y'all find men that want you to pay for dates. I can't relate. Sorry. Miss Independent suddenly doesn't know what it means to be independent. Pay your fair share. Guys, when a woman says she's an independent woman, it doesn't mean that she doesn't expect you to do anything. It doesn't mean that as a man you should also, be feminine and start asking for your woman. No, being independent just means I can take care of myself. Okay? And taking care of myself doesn't mean that you can't then pamper me. You can't then do your manly duties. If you're coming into my life if you're coming into my life as a man and I'm an independent woman, listen, I'm saying you are adding to what I have. It also means that I can do with or without you. Okay. But it also doesn't mean that you should stop taking care of me. Like, I don't know why you men like throwing independent women. Yes, I'm independent. If as a man you cannot afford to pay for dates, don't date. Because, okay, the last thing I'm just gonna say, because the whole purpose of dating is to get married, okay? Right? Like the normal way, the proper way of dating, courtship, the end goal is marriage, okay? And in marriage, as a man, you should be able to take care of your family, you should be able to take care of your kids, you should be a provider. So if you cannot pay for dates, pay the full amount for dates without sharing or without expecting, then it means you are generally not ready to be married. And if you're not ready to be married financially, then you should not date because you're just wasting people's time. And with that, I am done. Anyway, guys, this was awesome. And I really want to do this again just to be giving you every week. After the guest episode, to just be giving you bonus episodes where we can have a conversation, me and you. You can also ask me questions and tell me the things that you'd want me to talk about, and also comment the things that you think I should discuss with you guys. And if you want to get to know me more, ask the questions. I think the next one we're going to do is a get to know me more, where you guys just ask me questions and I tell you a whole lot more about me so that you'll stop assuming things like I'm single on Twitter. I'm not. I'm taken for now. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. This was so much fun. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Because some of you are just watching and not subscribing. I think I have like 40% of the viewers are just subscribed, and then the rest of you are not subscribed. You're just watching. Help a sister out and subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Twitter or X. It's at Todo_Sims. Instagram, it's at Cook and Wine. TikTok and Cook and Wine. Facebook and Cook and Wine. Follow us on our social media platforms so that we can have more conversations that we can eventually talk about on the podcast. Thank you. Bye.